program is sponsored by Shenanigan Sports Pub.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Beefo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It's a very festive day. It is St. Patrick's Day. We were at Shenanigan Sports Pub yesterday, getting ready for the big day. I'll be making an appearance there later today, drinking a pint of proper Guinness. But in the meantime, I thought we would do a little bit of a home show where I could explore the range of Ken, the professor, our co-host today, his favorite foods, green foods for St. Patty's Day. We've got Mike Lubie manning the fort, minding the baby. We've got Ken, the professor, filling in for Jeff Defo DeForest, whose whereabouts are still unknown. Actually, we do know where he is, and he had a good season.
We're doing well.
Yeah. But Ken, thank you for joining us. Your appearance at Gulfstream the other day was such a hit that you are back by popular demand. And what do you have for the occasion of one?
I have a Guinness.
He's drinking Guinness. That more
Nice.
than I have.
I drank a lot of Guinness over the past weekend, more than I've probably consumed in the entire previous year, because I had my friend, noted Irishman, Italian, former sports writer, newspaperman, and one of the great drunks of all time. No, he's Ed Gugliotti. I think I finally pronounced his name, but he's sitting right across from me. I don't know how to pronounce
It
his name,
doesn't sound very Irish.
No, well, he came from a mixed family. It was half Irish, half Italian. His mom is Irish as can be. So we sampled Guinness at like 8 different places over the weekend. I posted about it this morning. But Shenanigans that we had yesterday was fine because he has and I don't know, you have been in the bar and restaurant business, Ken. Does this sound like a lot of ho-hum or
You're going to ask me about the nitro taps with
the
Guinness?
nitro taps and the short dedicated line and the shortest point between the keg and the draw, and then it comes out. He actually keeps his at a little bit higher temperature in the mid 50s as opposed to a
Yes,
40.
it's supposedly served best close to room temperature. I'm going to be honest. I like a good stout. I find Guinness overall to be a very mediocre stout. I think
Wow.
some of the craft brewers do a better stout. The people who love Guinness swear, yes, that the ones they sell in Ireland are different, and the nitro tap makes it better, and the pour and everything. With Guinness, I can't really taste the difference. I'm not.
Okay.
That's my palate. The people I know who are like super into it say yes, there is a difference with all the accoutrements associated with various Guinness taps, and yes, they swear by the room temperature thing. If you can find a place that does it, I don't know if that exists in this country, but
It wasn't, because that's too much for American taste. But like Pat serves it at about like what a red wine chilled temperature where they're supposed to be stored at like 55, 57 degrees, and that's what his tap is set at. And it actually has a little bit more robust flavor. Lubie, I don't know if you drink any Guinness at all.
I find it's never been my thing. I mean, I don't eat heavy beers, but it's fine.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a heavy beer. Because of the black color, people and the dark color, people think it's automatically heavy. In fact, the alcohol content on a Guinness is about 4.6%, which is really low when you compare it to some of these craft brews now. Some of the even stouts that they serve, some of are like, and the IPAs are in the 9 to 10% range. And so Guinness is actually an all-day event where you could actually, and I find it a little bit, like Ken said, maybe it's a little bit on the blander side, mellow, but it's very sippable. It's number 1 in the world as far as an Irish export for a reason. And I found that they went down very easily, a little too easily.
it's also calorically light as beers in general.
Yes. Lower calories and lower carbs. So for somebody like me who is watching their carbs and sugars and blood sugar, Guinness is good for you, as the old advertising slogan said. But But on this we all agree, and it's funny because I kind of knocked the stout that they are now brewing in-house at Three Sons Brewing in Dania Beach, which is my local, and I love their Dopalicious IPA. I think they do a great job with a variety of beers, but they had Guinness on tap with a really good nitro tap, and they were pouring excellent Guinnesses up until about a month ago, and they then introduced their own house-made stout, and they're calling it something like, I don't know, not McSorley's, but McDougal's or something like that, and had one for the first time, and I found it a little too strong on the coffee flavoring. Maybe that's something you like, Ken. You said you find Guinness a little bland.
It does. I like I like a heavier stout. I like the imperial stouts, which run obviously higher in alcohol. And yes, I do like a good coffee flavor. Although a cream stout can be nice too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all individual tastes.
Yes, it is all subjective. But
plus, it's a little bit cool outside, and I like a stout with the cooler weather. So
okay. Well, the one that they were featuring now at Three Sons is a kind of direct knockoff of Guinness in that it is also like a 4.6% alcohol by volume. It's also a lighter stout, but I just found it heavy on the coffee notes, which I didn't love it as much as just the regular Guinness was very kind of neutral. But enough of the Guinness. You were going to be going on to drinking other things. And what I wrote today is that
I will not be going on to drinking other things because Irish whiskey is just foul. It's the worst stuff on earth.
I like Kentucky bourbon whiskey. I don't really know Irish whiskey.
So Jameson's the one everybody.
I had three different types of Irish whiskey over the weekend because in the course of drinking Guinness, inevitably they have the Guinness and a shot promotions, and for $10 or an extra $4 boost add on. So I had three different ones, and I don't know. I didn't maybe because I do like brown liquors. I do like my Scotch whiskeys. I like my Kentucky bourbons. I like rye, and when I was having it with the Guinness over the weekend, first of all, at the field, they were having, this would get you all riled up. There was these women going around, attractive women, giving out sample shots of a product that I have never heard of. It's called Proper 12.
You've heard of Proper 12? It's
Jerkoff's. It's Jerkoff's whiskey. Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Lucky Charms. Yeah.
Conor McGregor apparently founded or got involved with a distillery that's in Ireland.
And it blew up. Like, he's made piles of money off of it.
Yeah, kind of like the way George Clooney with the old tequila thing there.
I don't think it's quite that level because the Clooney one went for like literally $1 billion. But yeah,
he might be working on it because it was a pretty smooth sipping product. And now I wasn't familiar with the product. And Proper 12, I said, what is 12? I said, Proper 12. Is that something that Prince Andrew used to drink he came up with? Or is it that was a bad joke.
Yeah. Wow.
That's even a Ken joke.
Yeah. I stay away from the pedophilia jokes.
Mission accomplished if I made Ken cringe on a joke. No, and then I found out, and I did a little research, and I thought it was like, is it 12 years? And I think the Irish whiskeys don't sit that long. Proper 12 refers to, I guess there's a postal district in Dublin named District 12, and that's where Conor McGregor grew up. So that's where the name of that whiskey came from. I liked it. It was fine. And then also over the course of the weekend, I was served a shot of the obligatory Jamesons that I had at, which one was that? The Quarter Deck, the one on 17th Street, right up the block from Waxy's, but they were all pouring that. And now over at Shenanigans, where they're having a big celebration today. And again, go check it out, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Great corned beef and cabbage. That grilled corned beef sandwich was excellent. Yeah, that was good yesterday. Full menu for St. Patty's Day, along with all the great drink specials, and they're going to be set up in the parking lot. Hopefully the rain holds off. Pat Utter and crew, his great crew out there, they are going to be having a fine old time for St. Patty's Day. But yesterday he's having a promotion now with it's also a spirit that I haven't been very familiar with, but it's called Tullamore Dew. But it's
Tullamore.
Yeah, and also in the vein of the Jamesons. But so, what is it that you find repulsive about the Irish whiskeys, Ken?
The taste and the burn.
All right. Well, no, that's fair.
It
But what
tastes
is
like
it?
fire and it burns going down. Yeah. Other
I
than
did
that,
not find that. I did not find that.
I mean, I'm sure there's some smoother varieties that I have not sampled because I have not gone. I do not like the burn and the taste of Jameson at all. We have,
Yeah.
our good friend Gia, her superstition with FSU football games is to take a shot of Jameson and a shot of pickle juice for good
Pickle
luck. I have
juice.
no idea where that combination came from, but it.
Huh? What is going? Are we off? Are we on? Are we on?
We're on.
Okay. Did we lose ourselves? Are we
I'll grab
in the moment? Can we own it? You better lose yourself. So what do you like to drink? Well, I'm on the green foods and the green items, green food and beverages. What's your least favorite and what's your most favorite green food? Ken?
Food or drink or both?
Both.
Drink creme de menthe, although really I can't think of anything green. Oh, green Gatorade would be my favorite.
I like green Gatorade.
Green drink.
Wait, you like creme de menthe? I thought
I hate creme de menthe. It is the worst.
Right.
So that's the worst green drink. Best green drink, green Gatorade. Green food, does it have to be like solid green, like nothing?
Could be anything you want.
Pistachio and herb crusted lamb chops would be my favorite green food.
Is that really green? I guess if you do with the
pistachios,
herb,
you have that green color. Generally, I've seen it green, so I'll say that. I don't know what's a bad green food.
Well, I would say well, first of all, my least favorite green beverage is
kale. I don't like kale.
Okay,
I don't like kale at all.
Kale's rough.
Well, I've got a couple of green things in front of me because I went out hunting for the show today that I'm going to be live reviewing, critiquing some green items. But just off the top of my head, my least favorite food, my least favorite green beverage is Aqua Velva. If anybody's ever taken a shot,
Have you tried to drink
it? Why would you drink Aqua Velva?
No, you wouldn't. Unless
and really, it's more blue than green.
Is it? Okay. Well, and that brings me to the worst meal I've ever had. And it was in France, of all places, in a little town called Orange. It was near Provence. I was heading south to the French Riviera. And it was apparently spring. It was springtime and it was asparagus season. And me and my wife at the time, Michelle, we had stopped at a place and a little restaurant, and they had a specialty menu featuring all asparagus items. And the dessert, they made a dessert like an asparagus sherbet that was green, made from asparagus. And to me, it tasted like Aqua Velva.
I'm not going to lie. I am very much like you should try new things. I have no idea why you would try that. A sweet asparagus flavored dessert.
They didn't even try to make it sweet. It was just weird. And then they also had things like I don't know, it was like an asparagus pate with aspic. Anything with aspic, I hate.
Oh, yeah,
It was like the worst. And, France has this rep of having great food, and we had a lot of great meals. But that one went down in the annals of being one of the worst meals.
I feel like that's just your fault for a bad call.
It was.
Like, I'm going to have asparagus flavored sherbet. You get what you deserve. Like
it wasn't like we had a choice. It was a set menu, like a 5-course menu, and they just bring it out.
Not to eat it.
This is true. I might have had just a couple of bites, but the whole meal, the reason I was in trance with it, because Lubie knows why I love asparagus, because I just love the way it makes my peace.
Oh, the piss green.
So, yes, it's very healthy for you when you.
It is very healthy. I like asparagus. I like spinach. If we're saying the things we like, I don't like kale. There is a clear difference between kale and spinach, and kale. It's like you with mango. When people have made kale edible, that's like the greatest chef ever, because I do like what some of these salads we've had out and about.
Yes.
Enjoy. It's like, okay, you're doing a great job because kale's horrendous. So
to make it,
you have to. You kill it off with
garbage
bacon.
to it. Yeah,
you like tons of bacon fat and bacon bits, and like that's what it tastes like bacon.
No, there's a couple we've had
around.
I've
ever had kale that was okay.
I don't know where it was.
Taco Craft does a Caesar or something with kale that's really good, but again, there's a lot of things in it. It's not, you're not just eating kale. Again, I like spinach. I'll eat spinach. I like broccoli. I like asparagus. I grew up on vegetables. I cannot eat kale. It has
One
to
of
be
the better kale, and I do love cream spinach, and the cream spinach they have at Tropical Acres that I had last week.
Agreed. I'm a big
Some
fan.
people find it overly nutmeggy, if that's a word, but they seem to have found the balance. When I had it last week, it was like perfection. It had a little hint of nutmeg, but it wasn't overwhelming. And I always get as a side dish there the cream spinach there instead of
It's
the
great.
potato, and that's a good healthy green food. As far as kale, I think, and it's not just about changing the flavor with bacon and stuff like that. It's also how you get it kind of softened up so that it's not so crunchy and cruciferous and that you can't really taste it or digest it. But our friends Timon and Marissa at the Catherine, they have a kale salad there. I forgot what exactly they do with it. I'm going to look it up on the break, but it's one of the better renditions of a kale salad, kale dish. It tastes great, and it also is actually you can chew it and enjoy it. And
At the
not,
restaurant franchise, we do not name because they're such jerk offs about seating and T-shirts and everything else. They had a kale salad that everybody used to rant and rave about how great it was, and I thought it tasted like every other freaking kale salad I've ever had.
which is rabbit food, right?
And no, I'm like Lubie. I like spinach. I like escarole. I like all sorts of variety of leafy green vegetables.
Yep.
But I cannot stand like when the two food trends that I could not get with were kale and quinoa. Like I
can't
never
stand-
understood why anybody
I like grains of all kind.
like this should be fed to animals. Like that this should be this isn't food. This is what food eats. Is
Yeah.
Grass-fed cows and the whatnot.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start taking my green food and beverage tour.
Go for it.
Again, no green beer for me. I have draw the line at green beer.
I
don't know
like green beer. Again, it's because of my college days. I was gonna say the one drink I did like because it would be $5 all you can drink for like 18 hours was green beer. So
and there's no difference in taste. It's just a
No, it's just beer.
harmless, tasteless green dye that they.
I mean, I'm not sure it's harmless.
Well, now,
okay, yeah.
now it may kill you.
If you drink 5 gallons of it,
Yeah.
it's probably not harmless.
RFK, it's not RFK.
Honestly,
Jr.
I feel like that whole part of St. Patrick's Day is for like college kids.
Right.
Honestly, like
It's
I don't
for
want to
amateurs.
go out and
oh yeah, and I haven't done
drink
it
a bunch
since
of green beer and eat a bunch of like gimmicky food. Like, look, for me, St. Patrick's Day as a holiday is like Thanksgiving. I like the leftovers much better than I like the actual meal. I don't love a corned beef plate, but I
Right.
do like corned beef sandwiches the next day.
Right.
Um,
Does anybody
But,
like
like-
boiled cabbage? I mean,
you go to bars that aren't actually Irish bars and they do the gimmicky stuff. They do the corned beef egg rolls I mentioned on the show. Very like corned beef pizza, corned beef this, corned beef with a hamburger, blah blah blah. Like I it's crap to
Yeah,
me.
take
I
it
don't
or
want to
leave
eat a bunch of.
But I do like a good shepherd's pie. Like when you get into the real Irish cuisine, and I don't know what you think of shepherd's pie, but to me, a shepherd's pie should be, and you do find it at some places, made with either braised lamb or ground lamb instead of ground beef. And I don't know what your views on this are, Ken, but are you a shepherd's pie and a lamb
I
guy?
don't mind shepherd's pie or the Guinness variant. The Guinness pie, they're solid, but I prefer the pastry to the mashed potatoes. So I'm more of a
Okay, so you like the
chicken pot
sausage?
pie or a steak and kidney pie or even a sausage pie.
You like
as
the
opposed
flaky
to-
top? Yes, the
Yeah,
flaky.
I like the
tops.
pastry better than I like the potato top. I'm trying to think. Colcannon, I'm not a huge fan of. I like mashed potatoes, but I like mixing mashed potatoes with like a bunch of stuff. I was never that guy. So again, I like a good corned beef sandwich, but other than that, I'm not huge on Irish food in general.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start our tour now, and I just want to make sure that we are still flowing on the group.
We're on,
Yeah.
let's see, we're on our
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we're on because I see the timer only has us as
Yeah,
8
the
minutes.
timer reset, but we're
The
on.
timer
We've
reset,
never
okay.
skipped, we've never
All right. Well, it is now time for Mike Mayo's green tour.
Green food tour.
These are things that I accumulated
What did you find?
before the show. I
Those
ran around
spinach and asparagus are all I can think of, and your
first.
mint ice cream, mint chocolate chip, or pistachio ice cream.
Here we go.
Probably not going to be broccoli right out of the
Okay,
gate.
well, I'm going to prove you wrong because I do have I was going to conclude with this. This is the healthy bowl of things
Okay.
I found in my fridge, including a nice thing of broccoli. I'll
Nice.
take a little nibble of that to start with.
Good for you.
Start on the right foot. Now, started the day at the gym. So again, doing things right, burned off some calories, and before we go into the festivities of the day, let me wash that yummy raw broccoli out of my mouth now.
There you go.
All right, here is. I said the grossest thing that I could imagine drinking is a green thing is aqua velva or that asparagus sherbet in France. Second worst thing. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, we like those. Isn't that what? Don't you like that?
no, I don't like them.
Who liked it? Who loves it? Is my wife that likes the Shamrock? Someone loves the Shamrock Shake, and I was like,
think that I don't know what that product is. I think they found it in a meteorite and recreated it in a lab.
I was like, it's okay, but I was like, I don't know. Like, people love it. I'm like, I don't know about that. I mean,
All right, so I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret. I don't remember consciously the last time I had a Shamrock Shake. It might have been never. I'm not a big fan of Mickey D's specialty products, including the McRib, which I think is the most god awful food product. It's not even a food. That was in a meteorite, Ken. That was something
with the fake bones. Yeah, it's
that's god awful.
One of the weirdest food products ever. Yeah.
Now this one I picked up about an hour and 15 minutes ago. It's
and you notice it hasn't melted at all, which again,
it's still in the same.
Because
they
it's
do
not
put a
ice
nice.
cream, it's goop they scooped out of a lab.
They have a nice layer of real, like almost real looking whipped cream that actually did decompose and settle into the main body of the mix here.
Okay.
But I took a few sips when it was fresh, right out of the drive-through. First of all, guess how much they charge for a medium shake? And they said, they said, what size? I said, what are my options? They said small, medium, or large. I went with a medium.
Well, first of all, that's a medium. That's huge.
That's a nice size medium.
That's why, like 16 or 20 ounces anyway.
This looks like at least a 16 to 20 ounce.
That's about.
And it also comes now, at least at this McDonald's, with the paper straw, which is held up remarkably well. So they have managed to engineer a paper straw that does not wilt in an hour and a half.
Again, this tells you it's been sitting in theoretical ice cream for an hour and a half, and it's a paper straw, and the paper straw has not disintegrated.
Right.
There is nothing biological about any of this product. But as far as a guess, I'll say a medium Shamrock Shake is $5.99.
Yeah,
all right. Well, no, you went over. The price is wrong for you. But and the question they asked is, would you like to round up for Ronald McDonald House? And
everybody does that now.
And you know what? I am a man of a big heart. I didn't ask what the difference was. So I said yes. So it ended up being $5. I think it was like $4.60 something cents. I rounded up to the $5, but a $5 for a thick shake, Shamrock Shake.
The shakes aren't horrible, but the Shamrock one's a lot.
And I didn't know if it was just a vanilla shake dyed green or if it had its own particular flavor. I took a sip and I said, oh, that's supposed to be mint. Yes. And then I had this horrendous aftertaste. It tastes like, and this is not a sugar-free shake. It's not supposed to taste like aspartame or Splenda or anything like that. But it's a mint product that has this just horrific aftertaste.
I want to know what the goddamn large looks like. Is it a big gulp cup full of
it's the
mystery substance?
It comes in a cement mixer, I think. Coming out of the chute in the back and just shovel it in your mouth. No, so this is a big Lunchbox thumbs down for the McDonald's Shamrock Shake. That is just not a good product, and like you mentioned, way too much of it for a medium. Next time, well, there won't be a next time, but I suggest anybody out there, a small should suffice.
Now, is that only St. Patrick's Day? I know it's a limited time menu.
This month.
They do it like a month. I think it's like the month of March. Okay. It's like a month of March. All right, we're going to move on in our green food tour. Should I take the first break now?
Yes, I'm curious if there's anything edible. I like broccoli, but when you get it cold like that, you have to put ranch or something on it for that to be edible.
All right, well, I'm going to move in straight into the grossest thing imaginable, and that would be, do you recognize this product, Ken?
Oh, no. You went and they do it with green noodles?
Yes, I saw this advertised, actually.
Oh, you went all the way to Sunrise.
Like, dear God, what is wrong with you?
To get Skyline with green noodles.
It's the green spaghetti St. Patrick's Day special at the only Sunrise, the only Skyline chili in Southeast Florida.
So when you have intestinal distress from that, it's just going to come out green.
So here's the thing. Both my friend Ed and I, because we got there right when they opened, they actually unlocked the door for us at 11:05 at there on University Drive, and great shop run by a great couple,
really
long time. Tony and Jennifer Doyle, they were both in there, both wearing green shirts. Jennifer
They're
was
jamming.
wearing a
People go there and eat there.
green sweater. Tony was wearing his Masters green polo shirt.
Nice.
Had the actually Masters insignia on it.
Nice.
And I walked in, I said, "Do you have green spaghetti?" And they said, "Absolutely." But I took the green spaghetti 4-way to go with the onions, not the beans. And they pack the cheese. They don't put it on. Hold on a second. When you get a to-go platter, they put it in a little tray, but they don't put the
Cheese,
cheese
give it like a
on
pound of
it.
cheese.
They give you a little doggy bag filled with cheese, and then you cheese it yourself when you get home. And again, usually the chili spaghetti, it's a regular, white pasta, white.
That doesn't feel very Irish, by the way.
No, I don't
feel
know
like
where.
anywhere in Ireland they're eating Skyline chili.
I have
on
no
green
idea. I think they just wanted to get into the spirit of things because it's the whole origins of Skyline Chili and Cincinnati chili spaghetti is Greek. It's all basically a Greek topping. Greek spaghetti sauce is what the chili really is, with some weird herb, not weird, but it has cinnamon and nutmeg and some other herbs and spices that you don't ordinarily associate with either chili or spaghetti sauce. But they did the green nose. But me and Ed, we sat down. We had a coney dog while we were there. We just did their workout. Fully loaded coney dog. The short, stubby.
You went to Skyline and you ate something at Skyline, so you could bring Skyline home. Jesus Christ!
I suffer from my arse.
He loves. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, you're not suffering. You love that garbage.
I do. I can't. I can't get enough of it.
I eat the coney dog. I can eat the coney dog.
Chili dog, a little bit of yellow mustard, a little bit of chopped onions, and a layer of cheese. Scarfed it down, and you know what happened exactly 47 minutes later?
Yes, I have it. You were on the toilet.
But it's just it cleans out your system.
Oh, it cleans you out.
Thing. Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing. Okay.
Well, when you get to a certain age, you'll take it however you can get it. So.
By that metric, Arby's is the most beautiful restaurant in the history of humanity.
I'm a weird guy, but I do like the flavor and all the experience of Skyline Chili, including when you pay and settle up, they'll hand you a York peppermint patty. We had this discussion the other day, but I'm not going to start eating this until after the break, so I give myself enough time for the next cleanse.
To the bathroom.
All right. Before we take the first break, again, Shenanigans having all day party for St. Patty's Day today. We thank Pat Utter, and that is an iconic eatery of South Florida. It was so good to get in there yesterday with Andy Cagnetta and award the Shenanigans clan. Pat had his whole family out, and he seemed really moved by it, which was nice. We gave him a plaque commemorating the 30-something years that they've been in business, 2 different locations, and he's kept it going. And I think he does a really good job. As we said, it's not just good.
You had a plaque made?
Oh, well, we do this for every one of these.
Once a month, thanks to our friends at Transworld Business Advisors, we make up a plaque. I write the inscriptions with my, own inimitable stuff.
Is there still stores that make
yes,
plaques?
Edco Awards.
Really nice plaques, actually.
Good. And these people, they put it up on their walls
by the front door.
That's just one of those businesses that I would have thought the internet had put the kibosh on.
It's one of those things. You can still get a plaque made, a trophy made for banquets and things like that. So we do like going and recognizing the iconic eateries. Another iconic eatery from the past, and maybe not on St. Patrick's Day, but today is a Tuesday. It's a half-price wine night, and I was in there last night with Ed and Val and a friend of Val's and my brother Burl and his gal Tracy, and we lined up the bar. We looked like I don't know what you call us, the gang who couldn't shoot straight, but we did drink plenty at happy hour at Tropic Lake. Is 4:30 to 6:30. We all had a bunch of great Belvedere martinis. It was a half-price wine night. There was a couple sitting next to me. It was a son and his mom who was celebrating a birthday. They were going to go off to the Hard Rock and gamble their brains out. I told them about the half-price wine night, and it was basically the woman was just going to get a glass of wine at the bar. When I told her about half-price wine night, she looked at the list. I said, "Oh, wow." And she got like a bottle, a total of like $18, and she just bagged it up and took the rest home, which they do there. I love it. It's one of those little tricks of the trade. hacks at Tropical Acres that because they do have a carry-out liquor license, you could just get it bagged up, have the receipt clipped to it, so you don't even have to finish your half-price bottle of wine on Mondays or Tuesdays. Go in there today, have a great time, and don't ask for any green beer because I don't think they have any there. They do have Guinness, but not on draft in bottles. And they also have all your other favorites, including prime rib, filet mignon, rack of lamb, great seafood. And don't forget the upcoming 2 Sunday holidays. They're usually closed on Sundays, but they will be open for Easter Sunday, April 5th, along with Mother's Day, May 10th. You can give them a call at 954-989-2500. Again, Tropical Acres, 954-989-2500. 2500 is also the address on Griffin Road. They have been in business 77 years. And the only way to make a reservation for the major holidays or for any night is by giving them a call because they are so old school, Ken. That is one place, which we mentioned, where the robots will not be taking over anytime soon, I hope. All right, let's take the first break, and we'll come back, and I'll start eating some more of this delicious green fare on St. Patrick's Day on the Lunchbox.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Do you love Italian food? I mean, who doesn't love Italian food? Well, have I got a great new place for you, Elvis Italian Grill. It's at 4261 Griffin Road in Dania Beach, right near State Road 7 and the Hard Rock Casino. It's named for its owner, Elvis, and it has all your favorites: pizzas, pastas, veal chops, fresh fish, lunch specials, happy hour, and whole bar, great wines, al fresco dining on the deck with a water view. Open for lunch and dinner every day but Monday. For reservations and information, go to elvisitaliangrill.com. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox St. Patty's edition. We're all wearing green. I've got my St. Patty's necklace, and I had my Shamrock Shake, which I did not like. And now we are up to the green spaghetti skyline chili portion of the proceedings. Ken is making a face. We used to call that a Mayo face, but and the amazing thing is I have not ingested any kind of intoxicants yet today. I am completely sober. And you can see I just
Jesus.
I reheated it in the microwave, so I got the cheese a little melty on the cheese.
Yes.
I put those oyster crackers, which they give to you,
And crackers too.
and a little bit of their specialty hot sauce that comes in special packets. I
that's
have
Like
it off
30
to the-
seconds ago, he was like, I'm watching my carbs. Now he's gonna suck down green spaghetti and oyster crackers.
I love that he added crackers to it because.
And here we go.
Right.
Look at this. Look at this
It's
green spaghetti.
green,
It
green.
looks like some sort of Japanese specialty noodle. Mm.
That's what it is.
Now,
It looks like something that makes me want to agree with RFK Jr. about the
don't go banning my
in the United
substances.
States.
Don't go banning my dyes.
Oh my god.
I just love Skyline so much. And the green noodles, all right. So here's the critique.
It's such a weird offshoot that he
Yes.
has. Like it's
Because you
the
really
most bizarre thing because he really does
I
like
love
good
listen to
food,
this.
but he loves
But he likes. It's not that he just likes it. He loves it. Like, he
I
loves
know.
So now,
Like everybody's got that one thing that you're weird about, like it's a childhood thing or whatever. I'm guessing you didn't visit Cincinnati a lot as a child, so it's not a
No.
childhood thing.
I was telling
news, right?
my friend, I got introduced to Skyline Chili as a rookie sports writer at the Sun Sentinel when I was covering the Dolphins as a backup beat writer. And one of my fellow beat writers was Brian White, who at the time was covering the Dolphins for the Fort Myers News Press. He went on to become the sports editor of the Sun Sentinel after our friend and my mentor, Fred Turner, retired. But Brian is from Ohio. I'm not sure if he's Cincinnati or Columbus area. What was he? Columbus area. But when I went to a road game, the Dolphins in 1989 in October played the Cincinnati Bengals on the road. And he said, Mike, you got to come with me to Skyline. I had no idea what it was. I'm from Brooklyn. And I saw it. I saw the spaghetti being doled out with this gravy, this, what they called chili, but it looked like no chili I'd ever seen. It tasted like no, but I took one bite and I just said, I love this shit. It's so weird.
You know what honestly the weirder iteration of it is Steak and Shake sells it, but they don't do the Skyline style chili. They do like a real style chili.
Yeah, like with
and
chunks.
Somehow it's even weirder.
It's gotta
than
be
the
worse.
Steak and Shake version of it.
You know
Because it's
why?
not the Greek spaghetti sauce chili or whatever the hell Mayo
because
calls
it has like
It's
a
like-
sweet barbecue
like-
tang.
Like Wolf brand chili out of a can.
Yes.
On top of noodles, it's so bizarre.
And you know what? Every time I used to stop at a Steak and Shake, and it wasn't convenient to eat on the road because it's not like a burger and fry where you could just stuff it while you're driving. It's something that I ordered and I ate it. You know how people watch certain TV things? I would order the spaghetti chili, whatever they call it, chili mac, I think they called it. And it was over this also pasta, spaghetti, but with you're
Cheddar
saying
cheese.
like
Again, it's the same thing except it's a totally different style of
but
chili.
the flavor profile was just awful because it was like a sweet, tangy barbecue sauce style with the thing. And I would eat it and I would say, this is terrible. And I just kept eating it. So I haven't had one of the Steak and Shake Chili Macs in a long time. I don't know if they've gotten rid of it from the menu. I heard they recently streamlined things. But getting back to the green spaghetti chili, I ate it as a bite in whole, a 4-way with the chili and the onions and the cheese. And it didn't taste any can say didn't taste any better or worse than the normal. It just didn't change the characteristics of a Skyline chili. But when I just kind of had a couple of strands of the green pasta by itself, it's weird. It has first of all, it's a softer texture.
Ken reacts to everybody. Like I don't mind Skyline.
I need to go to the bathroom just watching this.
You think it's weird? You love it, but I don't mind it. I
No, like honestly, this is the thing with Mayo is like because I know Mayo has good taste,
Yeah,
but he just weirdly loves this.
One of my guilty pleasures. It's I can't analyze it, but all I know is when I just had the spaghetti by itself, it's a little bit softer and mushier, and yeah, I just microwaved it. But even when I first got it, but it also has a flavor that's almost like a little bit of a basil. Or like a basil pesto.
Right, they're doing a pesto flavor in their green.
Think they have a
come on, man.
I maybe I'm hallucinating, but it doesn't taste like just that.
That's just plain old out of the box spaghetti with green food.
I just think it's green. I think I detect like a little bit of either basil or
that's all in your head.
Do you think they added flavoring? Skyline.
It's the dreaded. The dreaded Skyline placebo effect.
100%.
It's not basil, and there's no.
Yeah,
I could eat this shit all day. I love it.
100% can, and it's weird.
It's a hill I'm willing to die on. All right.
No. Like, look, everybody has this thing, and it honestly, if we're calling Skyline fast food, it's usually a fast food thing. Everybody tends to have like this one little fast food thing where the rest of the world thinks it's repulsive.
Yep.
But you like it. I freely admit. I have a deep and abiding, well past the point where it's acceptable in my adulthood, passion for the food of Taco Bell. And I have no explanation for it, but I'm the guy who can who can eat Taco Bell sober at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
See, that's what
and enjoy it.
You were saying
got one.
Yeah.
Right. Because you were saying you have no explanation. I said my explanation is usually alcohol and drugs. If I'm
that's everybody's explanation for Taco Bell is it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm drunk, so I will go eat some Taco Bell. But like I said, I can eat Taco Bell sober at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and completely enjoy it. Everybody's got at least one with the fast food. It's one item that the rest of the world finds repugnant that you dig.
We all have our crosses to bear, and it's why I love asking every like renowned chef that I meet and that's on the show what their opinion of Skyline chili is, because you could tell a lot about a person and their willingness
that they like garbage.
Yeah.
Jim Sarney asking the questions: will Skyline color spaghetti for different holidays? The answer is no. They only do it for this one day a year.
Yay! Thank God it's not green. And
that's actually an idea you should pass on to them. Like just do different colored spaghettis for different days.
Yeah, like what would it be for Christmas? Have red spaghetti, Halloween orange. Oh, by the way, I did come to a revelation about our friend Jim Sarney. It came to me last night because you know how he likes to, on his text chains, sometimes bombard people with different questions of varying ridiculousness. Yes. And I said, I think I want to develop the first AI-driven app. We're going to call it Sarney instead of the other ones like Siri or Claude. And Sarney is going to be the first AI one that actually, instead of answering questions, asks you questions.
Just asks you incessant questions.
Anybody with me on
basketball.
that one?
Yes, about weird sports.
Right.
Yes.
Life.
We love you.
Like, did you watch the North Dakota State Wisconsin Green Bay women's basketball game last night?
And he would be asking about women's volleyball.
Speaking of Sarney, since this is pseudo sports on South Florida Live here, I just saw something that applies to both Lubie and Sarney. There are only 6 schools that didn't play in a bowl game, didn't get a tourney invitation, and didn't get a women's tourney invitation. And Lubie's Florida State and Sarney's BC are 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
Auburn, Boston College, Florida State, Rutgers, Mississippi State. And honestly, because they're almost always good at the crap sports, shockingly, Stanford. One of them.
Oh, wow. And this is Division I schools, obviously, because my alma mater, Tufts University, gets invited to nothing because they play Division III. So.
Well, they also don't have bowl games.
Right. All right, we're going to move on. Before I get to dessert and before we get to the second thing. Oh, speaking of FSU students, so my daughter is spending her spring break here with 3 of her friends, her sorority friends, and I
From
get
the
a
pictures
text.
I'm seeing, better than going to Daytona.
No, and she's staying with her mom, and I'm out of that whole picture. But I get a text from her after I'm long asleep last night at about 1 a.m. And she obviously probably was imbibing down in the Himmershey district in Fort Lauderdale.
You should
And
do
she
that right off.
basically sent me a picture of a shuttered Pizza Craft, again, one of our sponsors.
Oh.
So wait a second. Is your daughter legal?
Let's not talk about what she is or isn't.
In the
She's
next
going to
few
be
months, I think
21
she'll be
very
legal.
soon. I don't know.
Okay, I know I'm fascinated by this because, like, with all the technology they put on, I don't know how you would make a fake ID in 2026.
When you're a girl, they don't always
Like back in the day, it was like the easiest thing to make in the world. All you needed was like a Polaroid and a color photocopier. But with like these days, like
the
I don't
world
know
has
how you would
changed,
create
and I'm
a
sure
fake
she
ID.
was.
If you're a girl, they're not scanning it.
I'm sure she was adhering to all local laws and state laws. And
Again,
probably
I'm
was
not trying to get the
just
Mayo
dr-
daughter busted
she
for
was- she
underage
was-
drinking.
She was just drinking Celsius all night.
Yeah.
That's the story I'm
I'm just
telling
wondering,
myself.
as
But-
someone formerly in the business when I was like 16 years old, like what the process of making a fake ID and how much does a fake ID cost in 2026?
I don't know. I will ask her about some of her friends, but she's going to be 21 soon
Pizza
enough.
Craft isn't closed, is it?
All right, no, not completely shut. Meaning it was 1 a.m. and they close at 10 in the night, like
Oh,
10
no.
at night. It's not a late night food
Late.
place.
Oh, that's
And she was like
Located
saying
right in the heart of
Going over by the
downtown.
museum.
she was by the museum. She's texting. Can you
right
give
in the
me?
heart of Riverfront downtown. Like, why would she?
I went there a couple weeks ago with the lovely Gia to go to the IMAX. We went to that Elvis movie at the IMAX, and I think it was a Monday night or a Tuesday night. And God, was that place Deadsville after we got out of the like?
Oh yeah. It
10,
only picks up.
10:30, there was not a person around.
It's really
It
just
only
Friday,
picks
right?
up on the weekend nights usually, but I think because of spring break and
they should
being
be open.
pre St. Patty's Day, there might have been a few clubs open. Anyway, she couldn't find food on that block. Although I know there's like Fat Cats is a bar that supposedly has a good cheesesteak. I've never been in there, so she didn't find it. She was like, "Can you give me food? I'm hungry." And then she's starting to guilt me. I see how much I mean to you. Okay, it was 1 a.m. I was sound asleep. I see it in the morning. And I was like, dude, I was asleep. And then I sent her a place that I actually did go to last night after happy hour at Tropical Acres. And we started watching the ball game. And we went to a place where we did a show a couple of weeks ago that is going to be known as the new bright spot in terms of late night dining in Fort Lauderdale, the new Blackjack's Rum
I was
Bar.
gonna say
and Grill.
Blackjacks would have been the move.
And I sent it to her this morning. I said, "This is the place for late night dining now. Their kitchen is going to be open till 1:45. You know,
Yep.
they basically and their full
Real
menu.
food, the food's
And-
legit.
And we went in there last night, and my friend Ed got the fish and chips. They make it with snapper. It was good. I got this. They call it a Cuban pizza, and it was like it was bizarre because it has like it's made with kind of like a
Maybe different
puffy
cheese.
pastry shell, but it was good. It had black beans and cheese and some shredded pork on it, and some corn, roasted corn. But it wasn't like a pizza dough. It was like kind of a
No
tortilla
salami
shell.
though.
No salami. No,
All
it
right,
wasn't
'cause
like
that's
that.
for those losers over in Tampa.
Not Tampa. No,
Yeah,
it
we-
wasn't a
Scumbag
Tampa
City.
style.
Yeah.
But it was like using a tostito, like a
interesting.
crunchy thing, like as a crust and a dough, and it was good. It was very light and airy. I liked it.
Really good there.
And then we had the churrasco steak with the chimichurri sauce.
Oof.
That was absolute perfection. It's served with some grilled asparagus and some French fries. We requested it medium rare, and it came out more on the side of rare or rare plus, but I'm not complaining
I'll
about
take
that
that,
because
yeah.
usually places overcook it, and it was so tender and flavorful, and it did not have any kind of like it was good quality meat. So even though it was a little bit on the underside, we devoured it. We all had little pieces of it. So job well done to the folks there at Blackjack's and the bartender there who actually made our drinks the other day when we were in for the show was also making a cocktail. She's a hoot, and I forgot her name. Allie. Allie is her name. And I had the Frankenstein in the
That was great.
the great mug, and all of us. My friend had the Davy Jones locker
Like
drink, which actually comes flaming. It has
Yes,
like
the whole thing.
a flaming lime. He had to blow it out like a birthday candle. But we had a great time in there, and we watched the end of the Italy Venezuela game. And I guess my question now that it's a Venezuela U.S. final tonight, Ken, do you think they're going to bring out Maduro to throw out the first pitch?
I think that's very unlikely. I think it's about as likely that you're going to see Hugo Chavez come and throw the first.
I figured they could fly him down from the cell in Brooklyn, and it could be, Trump could kind of stand next to him and put on a little dog and pony show about how he's changing the world for the better.
Do we really need any more politics involved in this particular event? Isn't it
In the
just in and of itself political?
God knows. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well,
by the way, I don't know if you saw this. The cheapest ticket on StubHub to this game tonight is $379 to sit in the worst seat in Marlins Park. I thought everybody in Venezuela was like broke and like eating their children because there's no food.
I guess everybody.
Where the hell is all this money?
Everybody who.
That's like the Indiana-Miami game. Like everybody in Indiana is rich now, and now Venezuelans can afford $400.
The poor people of Indiana, they had nothing else to do for the 6 months leading up to the game, so they saved all their pennies and they were able to make it out of the frigid conditions. No, as far
I'm just saying, I don't know how anybody goes to live sports.
No, I don't,
because like any decent game, the ticket prices are just. Well, you cursed earlier, batshit insane. So
no, and look, I think the thing is the Venezuelans are all here that are spending money. It was all capital flight during the Chavez and Maduro days, so they are.
Well, obviously, but still, if you got a family of four, $1,600 before you spend $50 per drink and $30 for an arepa is pretty freaking nuts.
Maybe it's a spinach spaghetti. Maybe they kind of
maybe a spinach.
Maybe it's just green food dye, and you're just imagining things to
all right,
hype up.
Let me quickly get through the vegetable plate, then we'll take our second break, and then I'll finish up with a green dessert. But here we go. I took a bite of the broccoli. I've got a beautiful full sour green Bontempi pickle. Again, it started off as a half sour, but if you keep them around long enough, they turn full sour. Are you a pickle guy, Ken?
I am. I love pickles.
I love
half
pickles.
or full?
I like a crunchy though. I like a crunchy pickle.
I mean, if I'm picking one particular pickle, it's the Cornichon. I'm the biggest fan of the itty bitty French pickles.
Oh, sweet! They're very sweet.
Mm-hmm. Or a nice pate sandwich with.
No, last week at Cafe Max for Val's birthday, we got the filet tartare platter, and it was served with Cornichons and those French little mini pickles that are very sweet, and it goes well with a very savory, fatty dish like a tartare. Those are good, but I like this is a full-fledged garlic dill.
Again,
sour
goes
pickle.
Excellent with a corned beef sandwich. A little spicy mustard, little pickle on top.
And even though it's been sitting around, it's crunchy. That's a good pickle. Moving on, we have the basic green cucumber, and finally, field greens, which not as bad as kale, but they never seem to last, whether you buy it in a bag or one of those plastic bins. It says the expiration date is, let's say, March 22nd. And by the time March 17th comes around, you're getting this kind of decomposing foul odor.
When you buy the salads, you got to eat them within like 3 days.
Real fast.
Right. That concludes the health food portion of the lunchbox today. Again, green foods that are good for you, as opposed to the Skyline chili and the Shamrock Shake. But coming up for dessert, a item I mentioned the other day at the Gulfstream. I
was going to say the pie or whatever, right?
Say,
grasshopper
this
pie.
Is the fireman's place.
Fireman Derek's grasshopper.
Yeah, I would not be
pie.
into that. I thought, honestly, I would have bet you were going to get one of those green food coloring key lime pies.
Oh God, I hate those. Oh, the green key lime pies are the worst. And but this, all right, we'll get to this after our second break on the Lunchbox today. A home show on St. Patty's Day with Ken, the Professor Jacobsen, Mike Lubie Lubitz, little Luca. Do we have any dogs in the background? I heard this morning was it your dog, Ken, that was getting
We have a guest dog who was absolutely going bonkers this morning.
Okay. Did you Christy know him it, or he's just outside now?
I'm honestly offended you even asked that. I'm very much a dog person.
I know that. You know what? It's been my great privilege to offend you twice today, both with a pedophilia joke
Oh, Jesus.
and a dog shooting joke.
Just wait till Friday. You've now opened the gates.
Don't do in front of Joe Baker. Home shows, there's a lot more leeway.
I might break out.
I've kicked over the hornet's nest.
I was gonna say, I'm like, is this the bear you want to poke? I'm like, this is his best behavior. Like, you're the one
Oh,
trying to start
man.
stuff. I'm like, you're
I-
new.
Yeah, honestly, it's St. Patrick's Day, and I have not made fun of the Irish at all.
Oh,
I haven't even pointed out my cultural objections to St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, we
Because
can
the Irish get a whole day to go out and be drunk, probably throw bombs somewhere.
now.
And being Scandinavian, my people don't get a day to invade Irish neighborhoods and burn their homes to the ground and take their
Who are
women
your
off.
people? It's
I'm-
Danish,
I'm Scandinavian on both sides.
Scandinavian. Well, you've already started aggression with the U.S. and with your whole fight to keep Greenland. I don't understand why you want that scrub iceberg land, whatever.
For
it
the
is.
same reason the U.S. wants it: oil, shipping lane, and military advantage. I mean, come
minerals.
on.
That's true. All right. Let's take the
I mean,
second
no, the
break.
real reason is the shipping, because as polar ice breaks up, Greenland actually becomes a crucial shipping hub.
All right. That's it. We're getting into the geopolitical strategies there. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I'll eat some grasshopper pie, and we'll finish up this edition of the Lunchbox after this. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices, served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, for great pizzas, pastas, and Italian comfort classics, you got to check out Camille's Pizzeria and Ristorante. It just launched a great new happy hour on weekdays, 5 to 7 p.m., featuring all kinds of drink specials, $10 light bites, and a great 3 for $20 appetizer special. It's a true mom and pop shop run by a great couple, John and Maya. He grew up in Queens, and his pizzas and signature chicken parmesan are fantastic. Takeout and delivery available. Go to Camille's ftlauderdale.com for reservations and information. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. All right, we're back, and it is time for dessert on St. Patrick's Day. I have the grasshopper pie from Fireman Derek's in Fort Lauderdale. Several South Florida locations. Again, Derek Kaplan was a Miami firefighter who got injured on the job, could no longer be a firefighter, and then he turned to his love of baking, and he's turned it into a booming business. And one of my favorite items here, not one of Ken's, is the grasshopper pie. It's made with kind of a mint cream on top of a layer of chocolate fudge and then an Oreo pie crust. And they also have a little bit of crumbled mint Oreos on top. Now, I just had the mint Oreo by itself, and it also has that same artificial mint flavor that the Shamrock Shake has. However, I'm going to take now a bite of the actual pie itself. And I don't know what you just don't like anything that's minty?
It's like mint.
Not particularly.
I do. I
The low point on mint is the mint julep, which is one
good.
of the
That's ridiculous.
worst cocktails ever created.
That's right.
I'm trying to think of anything. You know what? Go back to earlier. I do like a mint sauce with lamb. I don't like that mint jelly crap that some people eat lamb with.
No, mint jelly is the worst. One of the worst green products.
But a true English
proper mint
sauce, fresh mint, barley malt vinegar. Yeah, and sugar. Yes, I'm a fan of a mint sauce.
I agree.
With a rack of lamb.
And it's grasshopper pie.
It's fine.
But I like delicious. Just
and I'm not a big rum drinker, but the mojito is not a bad cocktail. If they were going to drink rum.
That could be made. They could be made very proper if you don't use too much sugar and you use a lot of the fresh mint. It's good stuff. All right, and last but not least, I figured we'd go out with a question. One of my favorite Irish products. Maybe you don't like St. Patrick's Day. There are some products that we do like. You love your Guinness. Did you drain your can yet?
Of course. Well, that was like 40 minutes ago.
Kerrygold butter.
It's
Irish
a very
butter.
solid product.
It's good butter.
Although not an inexpensive product. That's one you want to look for the BOGOs at Publix when you buy that.
Right. I mean, it's expensive at Publix, and it's expensive everywhere. I don't know if there's tariffs on Irish food products or not. All I know is I used to be able to get the blocks of these for like $2.99. Now it's up to like $6.99. So you're right. It's got to be the BOGOs. But this the Kerrygold butter is so good. It's one of those products where I could just eat butter raw if it's the Kerrygold.
It's excellent.
It tastes like a cheese almost. It's like It sits on the mountain. All right. I don't know why I just did that, but hey, I've already eaten. Goes good with green spaghetti. Mm.
Yeah,
All right,
you
that's
know,
gonna do it for today.
And to Ken's point, we go from Mayo eating colored green spaghetti, Skyline chili, to Daniel's tomorrow.
Isn't it absurd?
It's like $200-300 a head, and you're happy.
why didn't I get invited to that one? Damn, I get invited to the home show to watch him drink goddamn Shamrock shakes.
You should have come out. I guess that's
Spaghetti.
just because we feel bad.
No, I'm teasing.
Because you drew the short paper straw.
Yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
sorry. But we'll see you at Friday on Friday at Gulfstream,
Yeah.
10 Palm. We always have a good time there. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Lubie. Thank you, baby Luca, for behaving.
Everybody have a great St. Patrick's
I was gonna
Day.
have to be
Yes.
safe.
Thank God it doesn't interfere with the tournament this year. 'Cause
Yes,
it
it
drives
doesn't
me
have to.
nuts when you're out trying to watch tournament games and you got all the people slugging down green beer. But yeah, everybody have a happy St. Pat's. And,
Everybody, yeah,
be
be safe. Drink responsibly. Make sure you have a rideshare service or designated driver lined up.
try not to bomb any English people.
Stop that. You know what? One time somebody seriously submitted a post on the Let's Eat group about being offended because a neighborhood
car bomb.
pub had an Irish car bomb on the menu, and they say, I don't think
Jesus.
that's very sensitive. I was like, well, why don't we just get rid of kamikazes too? 'Cause
That's like that's
Exactly.
like the three people, Italian people in New Jersey who had like strong objections to The Sopranos. 'cause it
Sopranos,
was
yeah, the mafia.
negative Italian. Yes, a show that everybody loved is a negative stereotype. Now,
Right.
just settle down.
I know some
No.
people just can't.
Most Irish pubs are the ones that have the Irish car bomb.
Right, I know. That's it. And again, are you going to get rid of hurricanes because it's destroyed so many lives? You're going to get rid of kamikazes because they
Friggin'
flew into the
Okay.
Pearl Harbor. All right, enough of this nonsense. Enjoy every corned beef sandwich. We'll see you tomorrow.